What's up, traders, and welcome back to my YouTube channel, Road to Profitability. My name is Brandon. Today was a great day in the market. I want to go over two plays that I got into yesterday. One was a winner, one was a loser, and I also want to go over one day trade that I got into. So let's break down when I entered, why I entered, and where I took profit. The first play I ended up getting into was no. I ended up taking the 190 call for next week expiration. You can see yesterday we had a 3-bar candle form, meaning we took out the low of the candle before and we took out the high. And we closed near the highs of the day. We closed above the AEMA and we had volume come in. So that's what led me to take calls. As you can see, we opened up basically where we closed yesterday. We came down a little bit and then we shot up. I ended up selling near the highs of the day today. I ended up making 68% on this play. This chart looks good for another continuation up. You can see we have this huge gap sitting above us. So price could very well start testing that gap and moving up. That's something to keep an eye on. The second play I ended up getting into was OKLO calls. I ended up taking the 56 call for this week expiration. As you can see, we had another 3-bar candle that was formed yesterday. We took out the low and we took out the high of the candle before. We closed above the AEMA and we were closing at the highs of the day. So it was kind of similar to the play that I took in Snow. I think looking back on it, maybe there could have been more volume. So that's something I'll consider more next time. But what ended up stopping me out of this play was the levels from this morning. This was our pre-market low that we had. And you can see right at open, we had a big sell-off. And I had my stop loss set right below this line. I was already down about 40% on that option. So I ended up stopping out at 50% and we were below that stop loss that I had set. So that was a loser for me today. This is a day trade that I took today. So what I was looking for was for NVIDIA to break above this previous high that I had from Monday, which was 135. And if I go down to the smaller time frame, you can see it a little better. Right from the open, we just started pumping, and I got in a little bit before this initial break of the 135. I got into the play around 134.90, and I ended up taking it all the way up to 136.20 is where I ended up selling. And this was the 136 call expiring this week that I took. I made 50% on that play. This is the play that I got into and I'm swinging into tomorrow. This is Upstart. And what we can see is that price had pushed all the way up and it had a big sell-off. It's closing towards the low of the day. We can see a lot of volume coming into it. Yesterday was earnings, so of course volume is going to be high, but in comparison to what it gets on a daily basis, volume is still very high. And my goal is to come down and get closer to this AEMA. That's the only play that I'm in right now, so we'll see how that plays out tomorrow.